You're back with this on the hook. It's a podcast that keeps you coming back for more. Cause it's on the hook. We're breaking down your favorite hooks for you. Cause it's on the hook. Yeah, yeah. It's on the hook. Yeah, yeah. It's on the hook. Yeah, yeah. It's off the hook music podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of Off the Hook, the podcast where we break down the biggest moments in music, the hottest albums, the greatest hooks of all time. And we're going to kick things off with none other than Kendrick Lamar, one of the greatest to ever do it. We're diving deep into his latest album, breaking down his most talked about collaborations, predicting which songs he'll bring to the Super Bowl, halftime show, and most importantly, his greatest hooks that keeps us hooked. Will he go classic with Humble or DNA? Will he pull a surprise and bring out a special guest? And could we get a brand new track debut on one of the biggest stages in the world? We want to hear from you as well. What's the Kendrick song that has to be on this set list? Hit us up on our socials, drop your predictions, and let's get into it. All right, no more waiting. Let's talk about Kendrick. Now, Kendrick dropped his latest album, and I just want to open up talking about GNX. What makes this album stand out from his previous work?
It's not ass. In my opinion. Like, to me, the last one, the Big Steppers, I wasn't messing with that one, but this one is really good. I like Kendrick a lot. I think he got three classics, Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, and GNX. I listen to GNX a lot, but Mr. Morale, yeah, I didn't too much care for that one, but I think he came right this time.
I'm gonna say mine is Luther. I like her. I like him and SZA collab on that, and they doing a tour soon too. So he might just bring her out too. I believe probably on the Super Bowl. Who knows?
Oh yeah, she gonna be there.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, he teed her up nicely. I think ain't no way he can really do it without SZA. Like some of his most famous collaborations got her in it, so it kind of be like ain't no way you cannot have her on the big stage. So
yeah, they announced that too, that she gonna be there.
Yeah, and the promo was fire, so I'm already rocking with it.
I think she's the only one that they announced. He don't obviously have more, but I think that's the only one that I know of.
I know one person who's happy about that Super Bowl performance.
Who's that?
Drizzy Drake, man.
I personally don't think he cared about the Super Bowl because he's been offered the Super Bowl before and he denied it. So I don't think he cared. He probably gonna be offended when he perform not like us.
I'm saying like, yeah, but I was saying like not the fact that Kendrick's performing, it's just the fact that like what they saying on the social media about like the whole thing. Like, but like I said, Drake doing his thing though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
yeah, he on tour right now.
At the same time, Kendrick didn't blow up because he had this diss track with Drake, right? Like he's already established as right now we having a debate on who's the top 5 greatest hip hop artists, rap artists in the world. And his name is going to come up, right? And we thinking top 3 at this point. So I don't think if I'm in his shoes, I'm not worried about what Drake is not thinking about what I'm going to perform. Like I'm on a big stage and I'm going to deliver like he does at the BET Awards, Grammys, etc. Like he puts on a show. So I don't think that show has to be wrapped around if Drake cares about that or not, you know?
No, he was saying that Drake is going.
Yeah, I was saying that's like, yeah, like I'm like.
I don't think, like you said, I don't think Kendrick.
No, Kendrick definitely don't care. I ain't even talking about Kendrick. I was talking about Drake. But they said the only reason why they not gonna play that is because there's a lot of legal stuff behind all that in the back. They ain't trying to.
I was going to talk about that. I think he's still going to perform it, but he's not going to say
the pedophile.
Where,
yeah, that's my prediction too.
And all that stuff.
He probably just gonna do the little 30-second snippet, and
he probably gonna or he probably just gonna not say it, but the audience gonna say it for him. They
Yeah,
probably still gonna bleep it out
it's gonna make it
on
worse.
TV, but
I mean,
this how they did in
Yeah.
the Grammys.
I
They
see
did
that
that
with
in the
a
Grammys.
I see that with the instrumental happening and just letting the crowd rock. Because what they talking about is like there's going to be a lawsuit, or it
Mhm.
is a lawsuit that's kind of filed. So because of offensive language, etc. But at the end of the day, like this man just won 5 Grammys off that one, off the album, but also off this one diss track. And so ain't no way you can't perform something that's just that big right now.
He
Yeah,
gonna perform it. He gonna
that's
perform
the
it, but
most.
it's gonna be a mashup though. Like
That's
it's
the
gonna be
most
like
streamed
all his
song he
songs.
got right now, other than his other hits. I mean, because
Yep.
just because what's behind all of it. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking
I mean,
I
forward
ain't
to.
gonna
it's the
lie.
song of the year, song of the summer. Well, last year.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I knew you heard a lot of rumors of people saying like, Drake had a lot of enemies. So seeing that Grammys and how everybody was rapping along
Bro,
with that is, I think, it's true. Drake
it's
might be a
facts.
You gotta
scumbag.
think about it, man. You
Like,
at the top of your game. You a lot of these people, you helped their career and build their name, what made them established as artists within themselves, bro. When you at the top, you're gonna create a lot of like envy around your peers. I mean, it's just bound
because
to happen. That's bound to happen.
you could put somebody on, but
Yeah, and it depends on the
if you
person.
being an asshole to people though,
Yeah, but I guess if that's
Yeah,
the
it's
case,
eventually
both.
oh, go ahead.
eventually that's not gonna matter. But even if you put me on, you disrespecting me, I'm not gonna. I
Right.
was I appreciate you putting me
That's
on,
facts.
but if that's true, if he was being disrespectful, then he said he had it coming.
At the
It's
end of
got to
the
be a
day,
little bit of both. When you got that many people that really don't like you in the industry, like it
Yeah.
is. He had a hell of a run. Don't get me wrong. Like he definitely created a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy. But it's also like, yeah, he didn't did some shit, man. Pissed people off for sure.
I mean, you gotta think about it. I mean, from what I hear, don't this is allegedly, like either like he had producers, like ghostwriters and stuff like that he's worked with in the past, and how he moved with it. It's not you just what I'm saying, you get like let's say like a new artist breakout, and what I'm saying, you may want to work with these artists, and some of them you just got to do your research no matter what, no matter how far you may look up to them. It matters because in this industry is very cutthroat. People is all about just one thing and it's money. I feel like in music today, not saying it's to every artist or whatever. I feel like in music is I feel like we kind of lost a little bit of passion into it, like the love, like behind closed doors. Some of these people are really not happy. You can see time and time again doing interviews and just like mental health and all that stuff behind it. It adds up to like really just shows like, hey man, like it's all a facade.
Yeah, Lil Uzi always looks sad as fuck.
I mean, man, I don't know how many times they put,
He's super
man, I
depressed,
think he got Mickey. I don't know.
rich and depressed.
Man,
Yeah,
gosh,
y'all need to look like he's 60,
Yeah,
especially with the new cut. That little generation going
I ain't even
forward.
see that. I ain't even see the cut, bro. I ain't even see the cut.
He look like Samuel Snipes right
Looking at the GNX album, right?
Mhm.
What's your what's the one song on here that just is the number one hit that's hitting for you? We're looking at the hooks, we're looking at intros,
now.
melodies, flow.
Like I said, I like Mine's Luther because they sampled Luther Vandross, one of the greatest
that was
R&B
fire.
artists.
Yeah,
I mean, I like that, and I like what SZA did to it, add her own twist to it, and how Kendrick. I like how versatile Kendrick is on this album. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Mhm.
also like I think he just found his new chapter in his career. I think he also learning more about himself as an artist and also figuring it out his place in other artists' lives and stuff like that. Like with SZA and them touring. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's like an unexpected collab to me when it comes to like not only just music. I think is as a tour. Like I feel like SZA is a really strong artist as well. I love her music and stuff, and the album she's put out. I'm just looking forward to like they might just do a album collab. That may be a thing. Who knows? I'm looking forward to just what's coming up for his career and her
Hey,
career.
that'll be fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Luther for me.
What you going with, Zay?
I'm going to go with damn, it's hard because I like TV off, but I also like Squabble Up because how I come on, like his intro on Squabble Up, that's fire. Damn.
You gotta
I
pick.
don't know. I mean, bro came crazy with this one. Like, I can't
Yeah,
even
it really
hate. Like,
did.
he a lot of songs on that album I really fuck with him. So, like, I really, but I would have to say, like, I also like Peekaboo too.
I like
So it's
that.
like,
That's
so it's like, man,
I like
this
that. Yeah.
to pick one. It's hard to pick one or something when you like a lot, like the whole album. But I'll go with TVF. I think that's the probably the standout of it because with the Mustard thing and DJ Mustard. Now he got an endorsement for Mustard now.
Oh yeah.
DJ Mustard did off of that, so
I
I'll
see
probably say
him
with that.
opening up. I can see him open up the Super Bowl with
Mustard.
TV on.
Yeah, for
Like I
sure.
think that comes in hard.
It's definitely gonna be on there.
Hey,
I
people saying that maybe J. Cole may pop up or something like that. I don't know.
mean, listen, anything is possible. You see
He might
how
ride his bike down there.
Hey, that dude is known to be in public riding his bikes and people catching pictures of him.
he
Nah,
shooting the three to open up the track. I
bro.
see it. I see it. If I had to pick one, I'm going with I'm stuck between two. I mean, I like everyone that y'all said, like Luther is fire.
So,
I like Dodger Blue.
oh yeah,
That's
that's just
like
smooth.
when the album came out, I was in the gym. That came on, and then I just love how let me see who's on. What's her name on it? His features on it. Like you just hear the female vocals in the back. It's just so dynamic to me, where everybody is talking their shit respectfully, and I like it. And like the beat fire, and it's just like he talk about walk, like so, like walk, be in your essence, come in, be confident, be on your shit, like, and I like that type of energy, so I like that one. And then I like next. I was just
Okay,
listening to just like the wordplay lyrically, how he gave space for each artist to really come in and then punch in. Um, so I like that flow that they all carry through that song.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire.
you really can't go wrong, man. Like that's how impressive the album was. And I know the buzz, the Drake disc got the buzz up, but it's like still, you know what I'm saying? Like that album ain't got much to do with Drake at all, and it can stand alone whether he had that or not.
Nah, man.
What
Yeah.
you going with, Sil, off the album? You gotta pick one. What you going with?
I said Pickable.
Man.
That's my shit.
Very simple. He wasn't really lyrical in there, but it does the job. Get you turned. I like the
Yep.
back and forth he had with the other artists. Pretty
Nah,
fire.
his futures killed that. They killed on that album. Everybody he had on there was mostly West Coast artists. They came and showed up. I ain't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even know a lot of them. Actually, to be honest, I ain't know none of them. Probably but SZA. But yeah, I ain't know none of them. But they definitely they was spit.
He definitely is probably his
I
home.
knew I think was the name Left Play or something like that.
Yeah.
I knew him because of
Play.
a meme. Like somebody drew him and he was like,
Yeah, he was mad. So he gonna break somebody's fingers off. Yeah, they think he gonna paint that person's mama and stuff. I'm just like, man, that picture was kind of accurate. So,
I like Hey Now too. I think that's his spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't go wrong.
No, ain't no missing on this one. I think Kalibe, you said it earlier about how Kendrick, you feel on this album evolve lyrically.
yeah.
So I wanted to ask that as well. Like, do you see him evolving from album one to this latest album? If so, like, just describe that to me. What you see about that?
I think it's just like when I did listen to this album, it was like to me, I felt like as if I was in the room with him in the studio. Like I felt like I was just seeing him just kind of just picking his brain with like he just wanted to do something different. I think him and his team did a very good job executing that. It gave me I think a fresh ear when it comes to his music. Because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't last album I really listened to that I really enjoyed was his album from 2017. Forgot the name of it. Let me make
That
sure.
damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's damn.
And like
Yeah,
my
that's
favorite
just
song
fire.
was that Oh fuck, I can't sing that. I can't sing the note, but like he was like, lovely,
Mhm.
lovely. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That song. That's my favorite Kendrick song. But yeah, I say from like that album to this album, like I said, I really enjoyed that Luther song. Like I liked it. I liked that it's like as if they wasn't really trying, they were just having fun. And I think that's very important when you are doing music. And I can see that it seemed like he's been in a good headspace. Like he's been better, because he was off a
Mm-hmm.
hiatus in music for a long time. And I could see that him taking that break helped him evolve in his music.
Mm.
This album, I see that now.
Well said. Well said.
So as we've been listening to this album, it's been out for quite some time now, right? It's still fresh on our minds. What you think is the most talked about tracks on it?
Turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're making TikToks out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they making TikToks, dances and stuff. I mean, just Kendrick is really hot right now. Like
Yeah.
he's getting what he deserves as an artist. And I think by like I said again, him taking that break, people missed him, and they showing that love. And I think like it's like, hey man, the sky's the limit. He's doing him, and he's elevating. I love to see that.
Do y'all think he'll take another break after all this? Like after the Super Bowl, y'all like
Absolutely.
I think
yeah,
because like
he gonna duck off
That's
again.
what he
at
does.
the same
Yeah.
time, it's like think about it. Like when you're gone for a while, you're gonna be missed, and people's gonna be pay a little more attention to you. Like when you're gone, and then you come back because like I feel
So
like
you think it's strategically?
it's strategic. One thing about Kendrick, he's very strategic.
He is. He
Him
calculated
and
as fuck.
Drake, even when him and Drake, beef and all that, like he was very strategic on everything. Everything's calculated. You can
Yeah.
see that you can tell that's him as a person.
He did say that like a lot of times people want to be like out in public. Even like I forget what song it is, but one of these I was listening to like his essentials. One of his songs, his tracks was just like oftentimes people want to be seen. They want to be they want to be in the Louis, they want to have the nice rings, the cars, etc. But you still owe that car note, or you still like you showing off in the wrong aspects. But it's like where he thrives at is siloed and being with family and like being able to rejuvenate. And I respect that for him, because how can you be a constant creator and often like producing like this mass production? That's just going to lower the value and the quality of whatever the product is. And so him
Right.
being strategic, going in into his solo, rejuvenating, going back to what really gives him energy, gives him life, and gives him purpose. I'm all down with that.
Amen. Amen. Can't get mad at it, like I said on this Super Bowl, like that's honestly the most important part of the game is the halftime. People literally tune in to the halftime than they are to the game. And him, there's a lot of people.
Sure about that.
No, I'm
That's
telling
a
you, not
no.
this time. I say, but like if you look at like a lot of the charts, that's what a lot of
No.
people saying.
Nah, he ain't no Michael Jackson now. Like he ain't,
I'm just
like
saying.
let's
I'm just saying.
people
I
coming to
think
watch the Super
people
Bowl.
gonna come. Like, yeah,
Now
they're
you
gonna
got
watch the
no,
Super
no, no,
Bowl,
no.
but
I
I
think
think they're gonna be tuned in with the halftime.
you
They is.
throwing out what you feel to be true, and like that the numbers do not show that people are just tuning in for the halftime. Like yes,
Yeah.
it's a big factor of it, but the NFL has the most revenue out of any of the sport leagues that we have in the United States. From the NBA, those views are down.
Right.
WNBA is increasing, but it's not matched in compared to the NFL. So
Right.
yes, the halftime show is a big deal, but we still here to see who's gonna win this.
No, for sure, definitely. I'm not like knocking that down, but I was just saying, as far as like people gonna want to see what's gonna happen
Oh
because
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
gonna see, is they
No,
gonna
it's buzz
let this
around.
song let this is this song gonna be on, is it not? If anything, they go on probably just sing it when him not when he probably ain't gonna. Let's say if he didn't perform it, right? This is what I think might happen. I think it's gonna be the crowd trying to force that song, trying to come on. Like they probably just gonna sing it. He probably singing his other songs, and they probably in the background singing. They not like us. They look. I think they're gonna force it, and I think
Not,
people are
I
gonna look
don't think
forward to
they're
that.
gonna jump in like as
Not
he's
the first
singing the
time,
song or as
but
he rapping his song or he's putting on his
they're
show.
gonna say it.
Now, if they don't hear it, if I
Yeah,
personally don't hear it as
yeah.
well, I'm definitely gonna chant it at the end because you know that's the space to kind of do it in. But I think there is a lot of buzz and a lot of attention around the NFL is strategic as well as they could have picked anybody, right? Like they could have picked anyone that's all these people that just won a Grammy, all of these people at the top of their list from this like new country moving in, etc. They chose Kendrick because Not Like Us is like the number one song of this year, right? And so
Yep.
it's definitely, you know, there was debates and conversations on why Lil Wayne wasn't picked to be, especially because the Super Bowl is in New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very strategic move. Why it's Kendrick, and I'm down. I'm down for it.
Not mad at
Yeah,
it.
I mean, he dominated the whole conversation around music. Well, now I would say him. I would say, well, him and Drake, but mainly him because he won it, and then he dropped the album. So, like, he dominated like
This is
conversation when it comes to music. Like all the podcasts, we talking about him right now. Like everybody was talking about him all year. So, you know, he's just the hottest right now. So
the hottest right now, and that's a big thing. My thing is, you know, one artist I do want to see do a Super Bowl performance is Chris Brown. I think he did a very strong album. Like I said, he got the Grammy off. He hasn't. My thing is that's one. I feel like that's one person I think deserved more Grammys than he had because he only got will be his second Grammy.
I didn't know. That's crazy when I heard that.
I feel like this man deserves way more than just 2 Grammys, but
we know why.
we know why, yeah. But like,
but it's still
if they
crazy,
take that
though.
aside, if they move just that aside and just look at the person as an artist,
if that never happened, if that would have never happened, then they already compare him to Mike, but it would really be a conversation for that.
It just shows how where the world is at, and you know, like I said, everybody make mistakes, not you know, but like that's one artist I feel like that should. I mean, hopefully they look past, you know, they just take that out and they just see him as an artist and his effect on the world, no matter what. You know,
I mean, I think we've been having this conversation around how do we separate the artist from the artistry, and when you think of like R. Kelly and you think about P. Diddy, like or even if it's the artistry right,
the worst of the worst.
Right. But I'm just saying, like these are
like them,
these are the prominent examples of like these are the debates that's kind of happening, right? So when you think about Chris Brown, my thing is his catalog stands for itself.
Absolutely.
I think the situation that took place with him and Rihanna, he did his time. He you know, he apologized and he worked on himself, etc. It's at a point you have to then say, let's move forward with it. Like if she's able to move forward, if the fans have already been moved forward from these conversations, why are you now blackballing this man from winning a Grammy or winning like these other types of awards? Now I feel like it's personal.
It show you
problems are top tier.
It show you how biased the Grammys are when it comes to just artists in general. Like that committee is real biased, bro. And that's why you see certain artists win so many. Not to take away from Kendrick Lamar, but you see so many artists win so many because they just love that artist. There's other great artists like Nicki Minaj that ain't really won that much. To be fair, Drake won a few, but you know he probably could have won a lot more. You know, same with Chris Brown. He should have a ton, but it's like you said, the incident, blackballing.
You know, it's funny thing because like the Grammys is very biased on like black artists and you know and others.
Oh yeah,
they just it seems to me like because there's a lot of quote like counterparts and like artists that like white artists and stuff like that. They done things, but they don't take that. They don't you know they don't do that to them. You know, I feel like it's always seems to like they always put it on like the black artists if they done something they like to attack. It's just like I said, we know how it be. We know how it is, and then, you know, that's just.
I don't want to take away from Grammys as far as like what it means to accomplish a Grammy and win one. Right, we got to be honest about what's really going on.
Yeah, I mean, man, there's a lot of people that done a lot of things that shouldn't be even at certain places, but hey. You just see what really happened. You know, you can just tell if you pay.
But at some degree, we also know what it is to be a black person in America.
Right.
So that doesn't just like takes away from music versus politics versus whatever the other career fields are. Like we know we've always had this standard of having to work 10 times harder to move forward, etc. And so you know that when you're now famous and in the limelight, you're under a microscope, right? And so you effed up and you did some things, etc. But now it's going to be held like it is 100 times
Worse.
of a degree compared to your white counterpart. So you do have to be more careful and realistic about what that looks like. Is it sucky? Is it shitty? Yes. But is it the reality? Yes. So you have to be able to now balance the two. Now, do you want to be successful in the music industry and win accolades, etc., and not be blackballed? Or do you want to be able to live this like famous life and be carefree and do whatever you want to do? And I'll bring this back to Kendrick. I think he does that perfectly because he's boisterous about how he feels. He's authentic in his storytelling and his lyrics and how he involved. And he don't take no shit. So the fact that he's on stage and he calling people out, that's just literally a testament to the type of artist he is, and he's able to do it very, very strategically.
To be honest with you, most of the time, the people who run the Grammys are people that's involved in the Grammys.
Yeah.
We already know what's going on with these celebrities behind closed doors. Like, you telling me nobody knew Diddy was doing all this stuff?
Right.
Like, come on.
I feel like
R. Kelly too. They knew what R. Kelly.
They getting closer to the person who's really behind all of this. Like, somebody's higher, I believe that's higher than Diddy. Then, like he's the fall guy, but for a lot of things too, and they, like I said, before they get the big man, they got to get the middleman out in so he can take the fall in, they won't catch him. And 9 times out of 10, the big guy that's over everything is a white man. So.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, somebody gave him access to power.
Definitely.
And so it's not just like this man worked his ass off and now he just got the keys to do whatever he wants to do. He was definitely in like tricky trades and, conversations that warrant him like such power that he can do the things that he has done or been accused of doing. Listen, so when I was looking at the Grammys, one thing I noticed was Taylor Swift was up there dancing to Not Like Us when he got that award. And so I'm like, oh, y'all definitely made it clear what side y'all on. But then I had to look at it like Kendrick was on Taylor Swift Blank Space song as a feature. She was up there glass toast and she was just, I'm like, hey.
I mean, that's been competition when it comes to the streaming. It's always been neck and neck with
her and Kendrick Lamar also share the same producer with a lot of their songs. So they already kind of got like a connection right there.
Right. I did not know that. That's fire.
Yeah, fancy a fan.
Y'all think we gonna get a new Drake disc?
Nah, Drake done. Drake, I don't think Drake needs to do anything. Like I said, Drake is good. Like, it's not like he's gonna fall and he's not gonna get back.
Let me say something. A lot of people saying Drake is done. I think the only way Drake is going to ever be done if he keep doing Drake stuff. Drake gonna be the one to kill his own career. That's how I see it. Because if you look at the numbers as far as like streaming goes for music, Drake was literally the top artist until December when Kendrick became the top artist. So for 11 months out of the year, even when Not Like Us was still popping, he was still the most streamed artist.
That's no album. That's no album this year.
Yeah.
So
he's still
last year.
I feel like if he would just stay quiet, let the disc go, then come back.
Learn from Kendrick. See what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he would have been good.
Let Drake come out of the spotlight for a little while.
I think he got killed when Kendrick used the Drake move on Drake. It messed Drake up.
What move did
he dropped? Not Like Us. He dropped Not Like Us. He dropped a club song as a diss song. That's what Drake was gonna do with Family Matters. But he dropped Not Like Us literally minutes after he dropped that, so it killed the momentum of Family Matters. And everybody was talking about Not Like Us. And he wasn't even like super lyrical Kendrick Lamar on that song. He was just saying the catchy stuff that's on like the minor stuff and all that. Or OB Ho and all that.
He was funny as hell. That's what he was. He was roasting that dude. He was roasting that nigga,
y'all. Still, think about what you just said. That just shows how important a hook is. catchy.
That wasn't a hook.
They not like I'm saying like him repeating it and getting it in people's heads. It's like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he used it like as for like in a general statement. Like you can use that. You can use that in any situation you in. Like, oh, they not like us. You know what I'm saying? You can play that song,
Yeah.
and it can be a diss to anybody you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a hook.
That's a solid hook for sure. Because you can, like you said, Kaliba, you can use it in so many different forms. You can use it for yourself. You can use it for your enemies, your ops, whatever that looks like. And I think what really makes Not Like Us a catchy, vibey song is that it is easy to repeat. Like once you heard it, you knew right at the like second time it comes around, you know the hook, you know the song. And then, to what Sil was talking about, OVO, now we just taunting.
Yeah.
But he literally used his own move against him. Like when he dissed McMill, what everybody was saying, the back-to-back hook, or is that a world tour or your girl tour? Like he's literally was using what he was using on McMill, put it in Not Like Us, and Drake couldn't do nothing about it. And then you see afterwards, Drake tried to go the Kendrick Lamar route and drop more of like a lyrical diss track. He sounded it didn't. I wouldn't say it was bad. He just sounded defeated. It wasn't like. I think if he would have came out with another club like song to go against Not Like Us, we would be having a different discussion right now. Especially if it was popping.
That depends if it. Because let's be honest, a lot of people, it's like just people in general, they be floppy, man. It's like, like a lot of people wanted Drake to kind of, you know what I'm saying?
They wanted him to lose, man.
They want, so like,
Me personally,
even if he was to do a diss, people were still like, no, Drake won. Kendrick won. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's that's debatable. Like I said, like, it
me
depends.
personally, I didn't want to see Drake and Kendrick go at it. I wanted to see Kendrick and Cole go at it. I wanted Drake just to go handle everybody else and let Kendrick and Cole go at it. Because it would have been a way better battle.
Man,
it was still a good battle, though. I mean, it was still a good battle.
A Cole and Kendrick battle?
Yeah, that year.
Let's talk more about that. Who do you think if they was to go at it?
Cole.
You think would have won that?
Cole World.
J. Cole.
I think 7 Minute Drill is probably better than all the diss tracks that was made except Not Like Us by Drake and Kendrick. Okay. Out of all the ones that they made. And he said that was light work. So.
And if you had to, kind of like guess, like, why you think Cole didn't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think let's backtrack before Kendrick and Drake beef. I think it was like first it was like Rick Ross was dissing Drake, and they had A$AP Rocky, I believe, and Travis Scott, all them people coming at Drake.
It started off. It started off with Metro and Future.
Yeah, Future. Yeah.
Tape. Yeah. They had a bunch of people on there, but it was called "We Don't Trust You," I think, and it was for Drake. But the Kendrick Lamar verse really set it off. If it was just been Future and Metro, nobody would care like that. But they had a Kendrick Lamar, then you just notice they shot Rocky into it. The Weeknd, out of all people, was throwing.
I think that's really what set Drake off a little bit, only because.
But then Cole got involved in it because he said something about Cole in that verse too. Like, he said, F the big three, it's just big me,
right.
So.
Yeah, and that's how strategic. I'm gonna keep going back to it. That's how you like set it up, and who fell for it.
Let's be honest. Would it be
very calculated?
Would it be crazy if like all this was really just like a facade? Like if really like Kendrick and Drake is like really good friends.
And I'm all for it.
It's possible.
I mean, like 9 times out of 10,
we get closed doors.
They probably like, hey man, we just made a bag off this. Whole time, like we just like, oh, they probably hate like I'm saying, you just don't know
that's real.
Okay. And that's fine. No, that is fine.
That is listen, I want more of that. Give me that Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Like, give me that because that gives me real music, right? Like that's some. Well, I don't know that Nicki going.
Nicki,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, give it to somebody else.
They gave it to Megan Thee Stallion though with that one. They said hers was better than Nicki.
I
As
got
far
I
as
got
better
listen to
what?
it. I got listen to
Her diss track.
Oh, I ain't even listen to that shit.
it.
Listen,
I didn't either, but
Nick, you can't tell me Megan Thee Stallion or any other person can out rap Nicki. She's the pioneer in this market at this point.
She's a Drake
And
of
she's
that.
the GOAT for it. Although she don't have the Grammy or the accolades, like she should, just like Chris Brown should have multiple of those things lined up.
Talk
Right?
about it.
But however, you gotta look at this. Nicki was on the track, Monster, with Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and I fast forward. No disrespect. I'm gonna fast forward to Nicki because she bodied that song.
She killed them boys.
And these are some of
hold on now.
the best.
Kanye West kind of went off on that shit.
Man, she killed him too.
Yes,
But he
But
did.
no, he went off though. He went off
did.
out of everybody else. Rick Ross. See, look, this is why I like how it's set up. I don't really like Jay-Z part. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like y'all could have took him off the track. But I like how Rick Ross kind of set up for Kanye to come in. It wasn't a very long verse. It was like I'm gonna throw you the alley, you catch it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think if they would have took Jay-Z off and had this Nicki come behind Kanye, it would have been a better song. I don't know. Jay-Z just threw it off a little bit for me. Like
it
a lot of people ain't gonna say that.
It kind of slowed the intensity down, like the momentum. You had to pull it down, but then Nicki picked it right back up. That's why, like, it stood out because first of all, she a female, and she hanging with the big boys.
No, she did. She killed them. She ain't even hanging with them.
Like
she
ain't need no layup, no nothing. Like she bodied that, and then
this was early Nicki.
Exactly. After that, you got Yo Love. You know that Nicki is such a phenomenal artist because you got her. Like I love like the mixtape era where it's just iconic. Like she coming out itty bitty piggy in this. It's going up, right? We talking about we down on this is off of YouTube or LimeWire or something like that. So at this point, you know, ain't no compare. But I love being able to see like hit her against another female artist because either A, you gonna fumble or B, you gonna show me how cold you are. Can you stand up with the GOAT? And I think that's very similar to what Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, like we're having this conversation because we really are trying to figure out like who's the GOAT. And
it's the essence of hip hop because hip hop is competitive.
We seen it with Nas.
How do you feel about
Lil Wayne and all? Like that's the point of it.
How do y'all feel about people saying it as if you're a rapper and you have a ghostwriter? How do y'all feel about that?
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of crazy.
Do you think a rapper is okay for a rapper to have a ghostwriter?
I think it depends on what they are a ghostwriter. Like if it's a hook, I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
If they actually writing your verses for you,
that's the whole entire song because that's what people saying for like I said, not to bring his name like people saying that.
I also like I seen recently a rapper was on stream and he was recording the song and somebody in the chat threw him a lyric and he used it. I didn't really look at him different because of that. But I think that's what be happening sometimes in these sessions. You know, they probably be rapping and somebody throw in a little phrase or something and they like, oh yeah, well, let me use that. Yeah. So I don't know if that's why if they include that as ghostwriting, I might let that slide too. But if they actually like writing a whole verse down for you, I'm gonna look at
you. See that being similar to how we like sampling songs and then making it our own songs, or is that just totally different from being able to have somebody to write your hook or write your song versus
I think writing
had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, if you don't got nothing to do with it verse wise. Because Kanye West said Drake wrote verses for him.
Yep.
And he's supposed to be a top rapper. So
just depends on the situation pretty much.
But I think Kanye West also wrote songs for Drake too.
Like I said, I think that's when like Drake was probably like not saying he was like established as a rapper, but like I think this is like in this early stage, like he was rapping.
It already been
like
been proven that people root for Drake. Like, what's that? If you're reading this, it's too late. EP or mixtape, whatever it was.
Yeah.
He had a
The
whole
Quentin
bunch
Miller
of
one.
Quentin Miller, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Quentin Miller.
bro. Whole career got messed up because he got exposed. Because bro probably finna be a rapper. You know, Drake was gonna be like,
They
oh,
say it's
OVO.
why because he signed an NDA.
I don't think bro had it though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They
I
said
don't think he had that it factor to be a rapper in the mainstream.
Look
He could
wise,
write.
yeah.
He could write, but
No, because he got some songs out there that actually, I'm like, hey, this is actually not that bad.
mm-hmm.
He just, sometimes a person can be like, have a good song, but once you see like the face that's behind the song, you're like, yeah, I don't kind of mess with bro. Like,
I think it's slow. I think it's slow too. Wasn't all that sometimes? Because Drake was saying the same shit he was saying on the songs, and Drake made it sound better. I'm just saying. When I heard each version, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, shit, Drake shit sound better.
I didn't hear Quentin Miller version. I gotta hear that.
So, yeah, go listen to reference tracks.
He got a couple of songs that I actually like that he put out. Because after I found that out, I'm like, let me look at dude music real quick. And I was like, oh, not that bad. But
yeah,
he wouldn't have got like mainstream level, I feel like. Even if he never got exposed, I don't think he would have been that big. Because I think Drake got a lot of artists under him that's dope, but they don't get that limelight or spotlight that they deserve.
He's running it. That's probably why.
I think the only person that probably get the light is Party Next Door.
Yeah, Weeknd at the time too. I think he let Weeknd get, like you said. That's why
he discovered the Weeknd, but he wasn't really.
He wasn't. Oh, okay. I thought he was signed to OVO at the time.
They had like a little
collaboration for like an album or something. Okay.
Like it used to be like OVO XO, but you know what happened.
But see, I think that's the difference between how when Lil Wayne brought in Nicki and Drake and how they're able to be at the top of their games. He definitely had other artists from off the Bedrock song, had Lloyd at that time as well, signed to Lil Wayne and Young Money. But that just shows you how like different types of mentorships could look like. And like who can really be able to build up an artist and allow them to then shine and increase revenue and sell out arenas, and then who is like gotta still work on that area because you might be holding some of your artists back. So I can see that. I want to switch a little gears real quick because we talked about the Super Bowl and what we are to expect, but I'm thinking more like what songs are we to expect when we think about his lineup. If we have to predict his set list, what has to be on there? If we got to do like the top 10 songs, how he gonna transition, what he with.
Are we doing what has to be on there or what we think is
what we think might?
Both. I mean, because if it's something different, just we can just specify that.
I just seen an interview he did with Apple Music. He was saying with this performance, I'm trying to tell like a story. So I think he might start off with Humble, maybe something that's like very well known amongst the crowd. I feel like he's going to throw in he's throwing the TV song on there for sure. That's what I'm going to be on there. I feel like that just thing. It feels like it's supposed to be in the Super Bowl. Like when
he's going to yell out Mustard.
Yeah, that's going to be on there.
You know what's crazy?
Luther is going to be on there.
I don't want to cut you off, but he did say in the album on one of the songs that he was going to perform TV off. He said, "I'm walking to LAS screaming mustard." Like that's a lyric in the song, so he definitely confirmed that already. Go ahead, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
I think he's gonna perform Luther with SZA.
For sure, he got to. SZA definitely.
No, I think that might be the only songs he performed off the new album. But I think he's gonna throw in some older stuff, maybe throw in some surprise guests with it, maybe. Like he might bring in like a lot of West Coast artists for sure. He might throw like a Dr. Dre in there. I think. Well, no, never mind. I don't, because Wayne he did a thing where he said he's dropping something. He's not gonna be at the Super Bowl. It would have been dope if he brought out Wayne, because I think they got a song together, but I don't think that's happening anymore.
He might bring out some other Louisiana artists though. He might bring out Juvenile or shit. What's this nigga name? He just got out of jail. What's that one dude who got out of jail from the Hot Boys?
Is it BG?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I think I can see TV off either opening up the performance or I can see it in the middle. So like he's singing, he's rapping in boom boom boom, and then like it goes black and it moves on to something else like from his music. Or I can see that closing, and then that's when the lights go off, like the TV off, turning thing off. But like what I want there is, or what I know, I hope that he does is All the Stars. Like that's
Oh
a
yeah, I forgot
vibe.
about that.
You turn the stadium lights down. Everybody put their phones out. Like that's a vibe.
I think he definitely doing that. SZA on that song too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
they definitely doing that.
and then I see Hope. I mean, he may not do that, but like Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe and Poetic Justice. Like give
Yeah,
me
go for
some.
it.
Yeah, he's not doing poetic justice.
It's probably
He
too.
can't,
Oh,
that
it's too.
Drake is on there.
Oh, that's
not.
okay.
No, Drake on there. Drake on
He on that one. I
He's
think
not doing that one.
No,
mine's more
he definitely not doing that. But at least Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
because I believe he's gonna obviously SZA's gonna be there. But if we go into like I think like I said off the 2017 album, Damn, I like the song he did with Rihanna. It's called Loyalty. I think it'd be dope if he brought Rihanna as like a real surprise because, like I said, she's been out the game
She
for a
ain't
while.
coming out. She ain't giving us no album. She worried about me.
No, I'm just saying, hey, who
there. She a
knows?
billionaire.
She don't really need to do music no more. But like I said, we'd love to see it. But like I said, it'd be dope if he was to play that. I'm gonna say the other song is Love. That's my favorite song from that album. And my favorite song by him, just because like the guy too, like the guy that was singing in the back.
You got DNA. You got All Right. I think whatever.
Oh yeah, he most definitely performing DNA.
I think
forgot about
whatever happens is gonna
It
be
ain't hard too.
fire.
And you can't forget Humble too.
Yeah.
I like Humble
I
like
said
that.
that.
Humble.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fire show.
He got a dope catalog. Like I said, it's gonna be really hard for him like to choose.
I don't know if y'all seen on TikTok like this choir did like what if they was performing with Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl and they did "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." That shit was dope. That made me want to see it at the performance.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that's one song that I wouldn't expect, but that I can really see making the show like greater than what I had predicted. I think there's a couple songs that could be a wild card that comes out of his albums. He got a lot of stuff to pick from, so I think he's at the height of his career, and I think we're not going to be dissatisfied. Like I think there's other performances that's been at the halftime where we're just like, you could have did this song and you could have did this song, etc., and kind of missed out on that opportunity.
People saying like didn't Rihanna was like one of the people was talking about like they wish she performed certain songs on the Super Bowl. Was it her or was it somebody else?
No, I don't think it was. I think it was Usher.
Usher, okay.
Yeah, it was Usher.
Usher, okay, yeah, okay.
Because Usher could have gave us Lovers and Friends.
Hey, they ain't ready for that.
Is that your opinion? Is that something? Is that you? Are you people?
That's a different crowd. That's a different type of crowd.
I don't care. I need Lovers and Friends. Love.
We would have appreciated that. Not them. They would have. That came on everybody.
Who is he performing?
Oh my G God, what is this? What is the song that's playing right now?
Lovers
like
and
they not gonna.
Little John coming out.
They not gonna know what that is. Like,
listen,
they probably mess with like but they ain't messing with Lovers and Friends.
I don't need him to cater to.
I'm sorry, you gotta be something like this to understand that song. You know.
Listen, he was up there in his skates rolling backwards. He could have played. He could have gave us Lovers in slow mo.
Yeah, at that point, he could have gave me Confessions.
He sure could.
That's a man. Or Superstar. Did he perform?
He should have did that with Alicia Keys with the.
I think everybody know why he didn't do Alicia Keys.
Why?
Yeah, oh yeah, that was a good.
What happened?
The vocal crack.
Talking about. I think that's what people was talking about. Like I said, I
play the piano.
I love Alicia.
She looked good though. She looked good.
And then wait, then he was like, then Usher was like disrespected his like, didn't Usher disrespect Alicia Keys' like husband? Like,
I don't know if I don't know what disrespect looks like in the entertainment industry.
I mean, Usher been disrespecting a lot of people while putting cherries in their mouth. Like,
then they
you want
smiling
to be
while
real
eating.
about it.
Like, I'm just like, at this point, like, we over with.
I mean, y'all know what y'all going. Y'all go to an Usher concert. Come on, man. You know what your girlfriend go there.
Yeah, that
She
I ain't
going
gonna
there.
lie.
Look, come on now. Like, are you being
If I
tender
take
about
my
to
this?
girl
Usher
to an Usher
concert,
concert,
over with. Like,
you get anywhere near her with some cherries. It's over
Don't
for.
let
It's
your girl
over
go to
for,
an Usher
what's
guys.
gonna happen?
concert.
So what's you gonna do if your girl ate a chair from Usher? What you gonna do, bro? What you
Uh, the cherries ain't getting nowhere near
gonna
her.
do? What if you're not there and it happens, bro? Like, when she comes home, what's gonna happen? Like, you give her a
She's not going to an
okay.
Usher concert by herself. Like, what the hell?
No, that's right.
I like Usher too.
What
I
if she
was
don't?
thinking.
Dude, sound like Usher too.
Hey,
Hell no. He said you ain't going alone.
yeah,
Okay.
you gotta expect that. He got strippers on stage.
Hey man,
He throwing
Usher doing
Usher
his thing,
dollars.
man. He doing his thing, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I said,
He
man,
goaded, man.
it's crazy to see how long he's been in the game. Like, this is a man that met Michael Jackson and also was on stage with Michael, and he's still on stage. It's just like he's one of the very few artists now that could say, like, hey man, like, I've been on stage with these many people. Not only he's doing his own thing, like, I think he just got the Lifetime Award too. I believe, man. Just like him as an artist and how he inspired me as an artist, it's just crazy. Like, Usher is definitely one of the
Top tier
greatest
for
out
sure.
there. So
I also you listen. I was around a couple people. They was over 40 women
mhm.
excited to go see Usher at his residency.
And he 40.
I don't know how old that man is. But just know, he at least for the 30s and up. Like
Hey
those
man, that's
40s,
he for every age, man. I see the 20. I mean, I see
I don't
girls
know
that
about
like,
the
Hey, yeah.
youngins. I don't
no,
think
no.
they
I'm
probably
saying, I'm
listen to
seeing
Usher.
girls that's like that.
Hey, you gotta say
Hey,
pause. You gotta say pause when you say something like that. Man.
pause. I wasn't saying. I'm saying, like, I think it's like it's a generation.
Don't say he for every age.
No, I'm not talking about like that. I'm saying for next question. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like the women that was in there, they work a 9 to 5, they in their careers, they done had their children, and they was having a great time.
As
If
they
the
should.
celebrities didn't want that cherry, it was hella women in there that was ready to get that cherry in their mouth.
Yeah,
So
hey man. Hey man.
that's what it's about. That's what happens
Especially
when
getting
you
his
can
cause, bro,
rollerblade.
and recognition.
My question is, where he be keeping the cherries?
What?
Why are we thinking about that?
Why you want to know what a cherry
Why,
stash at?
it's all hungry.
Bro, because like what if he been performing all night, just putting them bitches
That
in his
is
pocket or
too like it's coming out of under the stage.
something?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, hot as hell. It was feeding us some
Well,
hot
that
ass
cherry is
cherries.
not fresh. He can
Motherfucker
hardly lift the
soggy as a
cherry.
bitch.
That cherry looked too fresh. Like, I know that's been in the bag for a while. Go ahead.
You know it's the candy cherries that's in the can. It ain't real
Yeah, I
cherry.
know it can't. Yeah.
So it's definitely
Felipe
sitting in
was
some
over there
syrup.
watching that screen like, damn, I'm cherries looking fresh as a bitch right now.
Hey
Oh,
Nigga
man,
got a refrigerator in
I
the car.
appreciate a fresh cherry when you see one. You feel me? No, never mind. Go ahead.
No, I don't feel you with that.
I know you would. I know. I know. I don't know what I was trying to do with that, but it is what it is. So you have to add with
to
us.
our
Uh,
I enjoy the conversation. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wrap us up here, right? And I'm gonna just pose this one final question to you all. Um, if Kendrick doesn't perform blank song, I'm upset. What's that one song if Kendrick doesn't perform it? Go around and let me know like which one is gonna make you like, damn, you missed a great opportunity to perform this song.
Me personally, I don't have a song like
Yeah,
that.
me too. I was gonna say
Yeah.
I can't give
Whatever he perform, he perform. I'm good
it's
with. I
he's
ain't a certain song. I'm like, oh man, you
like I
got to
said,
perform.
I feel like everybody's go-to is gonna be, oh, if he don't say why he don't say they not like us, only because of what's going on. But
A
Kendrick
lot
got
of
so
people gonna
many
want to hear
other
not like us.
songs. Kendrick got so many other hits that's like even if he didn't play that song, like I will be satisfied. Like it's not that big of a deal for me. But like I said, if we're going by like what society's saying of like the song that he needs to perform, only reason why they're saying that is because of what's behind it. It's not really like just because of the song, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I do have a song that's like that. And I think if it doesn't happen, when I'm just like, okay, I understand because you have such a big catalog to try to fit into this short amount of time. But I would love, and I don't think he is going to do that, is Dodger Blue. If I can hear that, just a snippet as a transition in and out, I'll be satisfied because I think that everything else that comes before it or afterwards is solid.
Who knows? Kendrick might have seen this podcast and he might just do it just for you.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Listen, he don't know me like that, but it might work. What about you, Sue?
I'm kind of in the same boat with them. He don't really got no songs that I would be upset if he didn't. Now, if it was J. Cole, that'd be a different story. But
Mhm.
Kendrick, I'm
Oh, you
cool with
think?
whatever he's for.
I wonder if J. Cole really might come out. You think he might
I
just?
don't think they got any. They got songs, but I don't think people would really know it unless you really tap in with them.
Let me ask you this. Wait, I don't even know how long does the halftime performance last? Like 30 minutes?
No, it's like normally it's about up to 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
It's very quick.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to. If anything, he's not even gonna be able to do one full song.
He
Probably.
not. A
You know
Super
what would
Bowl
be
performance
crazy?
is a mashup of songs. They don't perform a
Mhm.
full song.
Yeah, yeah. You know
Mhm.
what would be crazy? This is a throwback though. You have to really be tapped in with them. If he brought out J. Cole and they did the Black Friday stuff they did like a
That'd be
couple of years
fire.
ago, now that'd be
That'd be
crazy.
fire.
And for those who don't know what that is, they both rapped over each other's beats. So I think
I didn't even know.
J. Cole did that "We Gonna Be Alright" song,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and Kendrick did, I forgot what song Kendrick did.
I feel
Something
like
off something off of Forest Hill Drive. But if
I
you
feel like
ain't
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that shit, go to YouTube and look that shit up if
can
you
I,
ain't
can
heard
I
that.
say this one thing? I said if they was to do something like that, I think they just do it on like a regular like tour or something like that. I feel like they might just do something like that.
No, but we talking about on the Superbowl stage.
Yeah, I know.
If
I
it was on
doubt that
tour,
they.
yeah, that'd be cool. I'm talking about just that would be so unexpected
Yeah,
Yes, that
for him
would
to
be.
perform that song.
definitely would.
Uh,
Even seeing J. Cole on the stage would be unexpected.
I mean, you're gonna be in for some surprises for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. He
yeah,
definitely.
definitely. So I think that wraps up our first episode. I just want to give a shout out to my co-hosts, Kalibe, Zay, and Seal for just joining us together on Off the Hook. We also want to hear from you. We want to know what Kendrick song has to be on this set list. What are you looking forward to? Hit us up on our socials, drop your predictions, and let's get it in. Let's get it from there. So Off the Hook, stay hooked. We'll catch you on our next episode.
Peace.